What up, peeps? I hope all is well. Okay, now I gotta do my normal. I'm sharing the show and all of the groups really quick, and then we're gonna be ready to get it popping. Hold on, that's the long way. We about to take the shortcut. What up, peeps? Oh, my phone now. I'm gonna cut my device off. All is well. Okay, now I gotta do my normal. I'm sharing the show and all of the groups. Look at that. And my phone is at a delay. Really quick. What's up, people? I don't know why my. We're gonna be ready to get it popping. What up, Marion? Marion, how you doing? What's up, Rashawn? Lil Rock, how you making out, man? Oh no, that's the long way. Okay, cool. It's finally going off the volume. Okay, now let me start sharing this. I'm gonna do a little pre-show, rap with y'all about something. Uh, about a couple of things for the guys come on. Hold on. Okay, I'm sharing this. Share the groups. But anyway, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing before I start talking? How y'all day been? How y'all week been? Y'all had everybody been busy? Is everybody trash getting collected in New Orleans? Like that's some wild shit right there. Like what is going on with that? I've been working and so I've been kind of tunnel vision. Can somebody like explain to me what's going on with the trash and have they started that back? Cause that was horrible. Like I was looking at pictures of the city. I mean, like that looked like a third world country. Like is can any does anybody have any kind of information on that? If so, please enlighten me before I start talking. I'm just sharing the show in all of these groups, and then I'm gonna talk my stuff. But real talk, anybody having any information on what's going on with the trash? I mean, we could talk on the show, or we could talk like I couldn't believe those images I was seeing of like just trash just piled up at people's houses, man. Like that's wow. Okay, hold on. Okay, finally it's letting me this phone's stupid. I see why I stopped using it as my main phone, but it's finally doing what it's supposed to do. Um, I'm gonna share this, and I promise I'm at it. I'm at it. I'm at it. That group. That ain't even a band group, but I'm an admin on this, so I'm sharing it. We appreciate all of the stars too, by the way. I can't see who sent them because again I'm sharing the show, but we 100% appreciate the stars. Hold on, I'm just about done. I promise. I promise. Okay. Well, that's about all the sharing we're gonna be able to do today. Okay. I hope everybody is having an amazing week. Uh wait, y'all say they've been coming by y'all? They came picked up our trash yesterday. Man, we haven't had anyone to pick up our. Oh my God, Robin. I cannot imagine that. I can't imagine that. Good God. But anyway, um, man, I'm gonna tell y'all about something that happened to me today. Again, I hope everybody is having an amazing week. Um, I'm talking to y'all, but the comments is down there. So if you see me looking down, I'm trying to correspond and talk. And but so don't think I'm being rude. Like whatever. I'm trying to do both at one time. But anyway, I hope everybody is having an amazing week. So far, everybody they've been blessed. Man, let me tell y'all about something that happened to me today. And I was like, man, I'm gonna share this because it's band related. So if you, my friend, like my real life friend on Facebook, I went live today and was warming up for a gig. Well, the gig that I went played, it was supposed to be um it's supposed to just be three people on the gig, like a little smooth jazz blues type thing. With me, a dude playing bass and a dude playing guitar. And um so we show up to the thing and it's just us three. And now we asked these people before we got there, we was like, yo, what is it? What is it y'all want? Do y'all want to just listen to music, or do y'all want to dance to music? Because that's two different bands. If they just want to listen to it, we could bring this little small band. So we show up there. After they said we just want to sit down and listen to it for this little party they was having. Um, we show up there. What's happening, brother Johnny? We show up there and we jamming, but they like, yo, man, it's kind of whack. We really want to dance. We want to dance. We want to get up and party. So we was like, look, we can put y'all a quick band together. We can get some people here, but this what the numbers look like. So we got a three-piece horn section. We got some singers to come. I promise y'all, I'm about to make a point. This is all coming to a point. This is gonna be some good learning, I hope, for somebody. But anyway, and I wish it was more band directors on here to see this and more band students on here to see this. But so so we show up and they like, man, we want the thing. So we shoot them the numbers and they was like, man, look, whatever it costs, just get them here. We want a jam. We for the rest of our time here. So we got them some people there. We got them a couple singers, um, a saxophone player, a dude on trombone, a cat on trumpet. You dig? But I want to focus on the dude on trumpet. The dude on trumpet, the dude on trumpet in this band showed up to this gig at 4:15. He showed up to the gig. He showed up to the gig at 4:15. The gig was over at 5:45. So that means that brother played a grand sum total of what's up, Kenneth? That brother played a grand sum total of an hour and a half of the gig that we played. And that brother left with $500. Now that brother is a teacher. He's a teacher that came and played a gig. He got to the gig. His part of the gig that he did, he showed up at 4:30. He was done at 5:45, and he left with five $100 bills. Right. My question is, why is that teacher then not going back to his school, to his band class tomorrow, and laying them $500 on the table and saying, "Now, yesterday in an hour and a half, I went and made this $500. I ain't shot nobody. I ain't stole nothing from nobody. I made this money. Somebody called me for no other reason than I have this skill set. They call me to make this money. Why is he not going tell them children, this is what they gave me? Want me to show you how to do this? Let me show you how to do. Why are these teachers that are on these gigs every weekend? And I've talked to Johnny and a few other ones about it, and some of them are good about it, but I'm gonna be real, some of them ain't. Like some of them ain't. They don't want nobody in their business. They don't listen. You if 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 you have a child, no, hey, Anthony Johnson, he actually didn't. I talked to him and asked him, was he? That's why I'm so bothered by this. He didn't. But if you are a child, you working at a school in the hood, and we are saying that we want to save these babies. Well, I can show these babies a legal way. I can show them a legal way. Yes, thank you, Mr. Ma'am. I can show these children that we claim that we trying to save. I can show them a legal way to make this money. Listen, man, and they ain't gotta hurt nobody to make it. They ain't gotta be looking over their shoulder, nothing like that. Why are you not going to your school, to your class tomorrow, and saying, look at this? Let me tell you, I made more money in an hour and a half than some of y'all parents gonna make this week. Sound ugly, but it's true. Why are you not this? This this is good information. Let me tell you something. When I went to Kennedy, hate to go back to that, but I when I went to Kennedy, my band director, Dr. Walter Harris, he sat us down and he told us. He said it was a few of us. Um, and he clearly saw something in me I didn't see in myself. But it was a few dudes when we went to Kennedy that we know they was gonna end up gigging. Like they probably was gonna play music for the rest of their life. I went to school with Eddie Christmas, lifelong musician, Sam Williams, King Bogut, or his name Ursel, but y'all call him King Bogut, Walter Woody, all of these dudes, all of these dudes, uh, all of these dudes sitting in this circle. Um, and a few other cats that went on the gig. I won't call their names, but we all sitting there, and Doc told us he was like, "Listen, anytime there's live music being played, somebody is getting paid for that to happen." He was like, "When you see a band on TV, when you see that happening, when you see when Kennedy marched to conventions." We may not have gotten the money, but funds were exchanged for that to happen. When the football teams and the band show up to play at the football game, somebody is being paid. Money is being exchanged for this anytime. So he stressed the importance to us of number one, taking care of business, and number two, just honing in on our craft. I'm not gonna lie to nobody, man. I ain't go to college like that. I went to Delgado. I went to Delgado for a semester. It wasn't for me. Like it just wasn't for me. But I went on to make a good career for myself because I have this skill set. We should be preaching to these children that you can go on to make you can do okay for yourself. Stafford, you'll appreciate this, big bro. You can go on to make appreciate you, brother Green. I appreciate that. Um, I was just warming up for my gig today, but you can go on and make a good living for yourself if you just if you like you got to just hone in on your craft, man. Like be diligent about that. I think even if the teachers ain't gigging, I think more teachers need to get professional musicians to come in there. I just did a clinic. I did a clinic. I did a clinic. I think it was a couple weeks ago. It was in September though. I did a clinic out in Memphis, Tennessee. And what I did, it was on a Tuesday morning. What I did was I took all of the money I made from I mean all my gigs Friday, all my studio, Friday, Saturday, all my gigs, playing at church Sunday. What I did Sunday night, what I did Sunday, I took all of my money and laid it on the desk. I ain't had no PowerPoint. I don't need that. I took all my money. I had made about 5 grand that weekend between and Friday morning and Monday early morning. I made about, and I laid it on the desk, and I said, "See, okay, want me to show you how to make this?" Well, at that point, we got these children, and some of them was young adults, but we got their attention because they need money. Their families depend on that. The recipe for crime is poverty. That is the main ingredient in crime. If there's poverty, there will always be criminality. Like you force people to fight for a finite amount of resources. Well, eventually I'm gonna need more than this fine out a month, so I'm gonna have to hurt you. Well, we have all of these super talented children just in my city of New Orleans, and they full of potential. They full of potential, and we have all of these professional musicians, and these musicians are not being brought to the school to tell them, y'all want them to stop stealing cars. Let me explain something to y'all. I know musicians that make money like drug dealers. I know musicians that make more money than drug dealers. They clear more. They ain't got to pay no. They ain't got to, man. They make more money than drug dealers, and all they do is play a piano somewhere. All they do is play a saxophone or some drums or something somewhere. And say, Brother Joe, I don't mind sitting down and explaining it to them straight up. But that's all they do. All of these people do, and they make more money and have peace. They don't have to be worried about being thrown in jail for the rest of their life when they go play a gig or go play some gigs. Um, they need people. Um, yeah, hey, that's why I do a lot of studio stuff, bro. Session musicians do get paid. That's my day. But anyway, um, but I'm not gonna lie to you though. Live gigs are more fun. Like you sitting in the studio, you really playing in the computers. That shit is boring. But I don't care. I got children in college, and studio pay more. But with that being said, have them kids to apply themselves, and let them kids, more of them kids need to understand that they can figure out a way to feed their family of this. That's what I'm saying, Super. We gotta start teaching these kids about hustling. Listen, Super's Desmond Tony. My bad. That's what I call him. Man, I tell people all the time, college wasn't for me. I tried it. My kids way smarter than me. Like it wasn't. Man, look, it wasn't for me. It was a blessing when I got out of Kennedy. And not that I wasn't smart enough, but uh I just wasn't really feeling it, man. I was just doing too much. I'm not crying, just I wasn't really feeling it. You ain't lying, Joe Johnson, about it being a whole range of things musicians could do. Man, I'm trying to land this position being a jingle writer. If I could get that job, like I'm looking at I've been trying to get this job for like a year now. The pandemic messed me up, and I know it sounds corny as hell, but I ain't gonna lie to you. If I get this job, I'm quitting everything I got. They can have the gigs, everything. If I can land this job with this jingle writing firm, um, I'm out. I'm moving. I gotta go. I'm going right where they want me. But again, this is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that they're not teaching. And Stafford, me and you in the same boat. Neither one of us, neither one of us finished college. But now check this out. And I barely even started. Let me say that. 'Cause I did one semester at Delgado. But the one thing we have that we can teach people that a school can't necessarily teach them is how to gig. What's up, Theo? Is how to gig. Appreciate that, Tiff. When you're in school, you learn how to play a bunch of notes. Like you learn how to play notes. But when you have to learn you have to learn to gig. Like gigging is something completely different. We take those notes and make them a song. We take those notes and we give them feeling, we give them meaning, we bring it all together. But you need some more people, you need some more gigging musicians. Um, and I'm gonna be real with you. Not some of these unprofessional ass jazz bands. Some of these unprofessional second line bands. Some of them shits is real unprofessional. You wouldn't want them around them because number one, let's say no shade, but they ain't making no real money because they don't have a good business acumen. I'm talking about just making money. These people not making no real money because they don't have a really good business acumen. Uh, because they refuse. They refuse to move out. They all choose to saturate the city of New Orleans. Like it's 37 jazz bands in the city of New Orleans. How many of us gonna gig Saturday? Like that you have a so anyway, I don't want to go too bad on them because people always say that I shit on brass bands, and so I ain't gonna do that. But and I'm not. I say this because I have a great appreciation for second line music, for brass band music, and I see a serious blind spot in the business model of being a jazz band musician. Bob Marley makes didn't he was like he Bob Marley ain't all of that. No, I'm not shitting on you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you where I'm coming from. Let me tell you where I'm coming from, brother Glenn. This is gonna help you. Watch this. Um, Bob Marley is a reggae the reggae fucking truth in goddamn Jamaica. He the shit. But in America, where they don't have 50 Bob Marleys, he's something. He's a legend. He's godlike. Bob Marley is, because we don't have that. We didn't have that flavor. His music has influenced so much American music. If he'd have stayed in Jamaica, in his little part of the world, that shit that if he'd have stayed in his little part of the world, what he did wouldn't have went that far, right? Because everybody, it's 50 Bob Marleys there. Well, brother Glenn, feel me on this. That's what second line bands are. You're underappreciated, you're underpaid, and you're not these second line bands deserve 10 times more than they're making because they so gifted. This shit can't even be duplicated. Like musicians from other places can't even play the shit right. The only people that can play the shit is second line bands, and the musicians from New Orleans. Well, if you have a product that can only be fucking manufactured here and is so valuable all around the goddamn world, why are we just using it here? These bands need to stop having so many goddamn band rehearsals. I keep saying this. Second line bands need to stop having so many band rehearsals and have more band meetings. You need band meetings. We need to sit down and discuss why we ain't making more money. We need 2 or 3 of us every Thursday or something, to call and have call blasts. Just call around the country and be like, hey, we have such and such band, and we would be thrilled to come and play for your private party. Christmas is coming up. You see your fucking band slow. You see y'all ain't got no kind of gigs. Nothing. Ain't nothing cracking. Well, call somewhere else. They would be elated to have you. Call them and be like, man, what's the deal? How can my band would love to be able to come work for you? We would be thrilled. We are insane. Excuse me, we are insane about playing music, and we would love to come do it for y'all. But nope. No, and look, when I say this, a bunch of them come tell me I'm hating. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Listen, you might know better musicians. You might know whatever. But listen, I'm a salesman. I'm not a sell this thing. What you need is you got to figure out a way to sell your brand. You have something. It is a super valuable commodity that they just want to sit up and see how many house parties we can go play, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But how many of us, man, we can't all play Saturday. So anyway, enough of that. Be careful with who you get up in there to talk to these babies about the business of music, because music, as Dr. Harris said, anytime somebody play it, somebody's getting paid. Somebody making some money, even if it's not you. So be careful who you get in there to do it, because some of these dudes are not good business people. Some of they need to sit down and discuss their business model. But on the real, more of these band directors need to get these professional musicians that's in New Orleans to come in these schools and say, I can show you another way other than stealing cars or doing this or doing that. I can show you a different way. I can show you how you can feed your family. I can show you how you like tennis shoes. You can go buy as many of them as you want. Let me show you how to get whatever it is you like. You want a nice car? You can go buy you several nice cars. Just apply yourself and get your absolutely. I'm about that. I'm about. Listen, it ain't enough. It ain't enough for us. It ain't enough for us, Dustin. I can give you some money, brother Joe, or I can give you some knowledge that I have. And the people that's been gave me the most in my life, brother Joe, is the people that's been shot me information. People that's been old men that I thought was like dogging me out and shit. Um, and they really was just trying to help me. Like I would be on gigs and they would be like just riding my ass, like do this, do that, don't show up like this, show up like that, and fix your clothes and do. I mean, just all kind of stuff. Why you showed up right on time? Why you ain't there? Like they just always on my ass. I remember I showed up and I knew all my music, and the band fired me. Bunch of old men. I'm like, why y'all fired me? They're like, cause the drummer we looking for, he ain't gonna just know his music. He gonna know everybody music. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what. So, and then from then on, I go listen to music. I had a similar experience to that at Kennedy. Yeah, but again, we gotta start sitting these babies down and showing them, man, it's money to be made playing music, especially for the teachers that's gigging. And man, honestly, it's I mean, if you not gigging, all y'all got partners that work professionally, man, reach out to some of these dudes. Reach out to Rebirth when they, hey man, when y'all gonna be in town, man? We want to have a Rebirth day at our school. We would love for y'all to come speak to these students. Stafford is a lifelong musician. He right fucking now. Pardon my French. Ain't nobody never thought, man. Let me call these dudes in. These Some of these musicians make more than me. You got musicians up in here making more than the principal, and they wake up at 12 o'clock every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, we gotta do better with that. But we gotta get we gotta become more visionary with this thing and just get better about that. And just with these babies. I mean, all of these cats, man, all these bands, Big Sound, the Soul Rebels, man. Ain't nobody never reached out to none of these cats. Man, ain't nobody is reaching out. Why there's more money for why is there more money for teachers who gigging? No, it's not more money for teachers. That's just what the gig paid, and the teacher came made the money. Like, um, I don't know, man. But anyway, this was just a little pre-show, man. In a couple minutes, the other host coming on. I think they was kind of hazing me because I missed so many weeks, and they was like, well, he missed so many weeks, he just do 30 minutes by his own damn self. But hey, Robin, send Stafford the link. Hey, Stafford, look, you can come on, but in like 1 minute. Well, you know what, Stafford, you need to come on. Hell with that. Robin, send Stafford the link for me, please, my love. And the other hosts are about to come on too after Stafford make his comments. But I that all of these knowledgeable cats, man, and and we not getting that information in. And I knew when I started talking about this, it wasn't gonna have no bunch of views. Um, it wasn't gonna have no bunch of views, and I can't worry about that. My job as a black man is to give information to other black people. If they don't accept it, then that's fine. But we tired of living like we living. Well, you have uh, all of these babies with all of this potential and nothing but time on their hands. Give them a damn trumpet. You got this boy sitting around. Give him a saxophone. You got these kids sitting around doing nothing. Give them a horn. Make them get up and do something. Make them get up off their ass. I ain't want to be in band either. I'm gonna be real, man. That's the marching band was very difficult. I found it. I found this like I quit Kennedy band twice, and both times my parents made me go back. Like they was like going on back. I mean, they ain't Doc. I thought Doc was mean and hateful, man. Like I ain't like being there. And my parents was like, the hell with that. You going back? So I mean, if all of these children that's laying around, man, give them a horn. You never know; it might change their life. It did mine. It did a bunch of dudes. I if you knew the story of my family, man, and how I came up and how the odds were stacked against me, you'll know I was supposed to be a statistic. But drums saved my life. The fact that Dr. Harris saw me in something. What's up, Big Lou? Dr. Harris saw something in me. Yeah, he saw something in me and was like, "We gonna do this, that, and other." Um, but it's like so many band directors now are interested in cranking. You know what I mean? Like my band crank. No, we got to save more of these children's lives. We got to save their lives. They like money. I can show them how to get it. They like money. There's some dudes in the city that can show them how to get it. Yeah. But anyway, let me see something. Okay, cool. There's about to be a countdown. It's about to start right now, and then the regular show about to start. Like I said, they left me out here by myself. Uh, they left me out here by myself. What's up, Darrell?
What's up, man? What's
My
up,
boy
man?
looking, my boy looking educated. I see you,
Hey,
baby.
look, man, I found my glasses, man, my doctor told me I gotta wear them because I'm getting blind as hell. Starting to get headaches from it, so I gotta wear them. Gotta wear
My boy got on the specs.
them.
Say, boy, that dead gone is cranking.
Yeah, that
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie. That shit is cranking.
I had to think back on that thing, like, God dang.
Like, who is this? I was wondering who it was at first too.
Yeah, Matt, you was on here preaching, dog. Like you was really, really on here preaching, bro. I was hopped on the show like 15 minutes ago, and just to checking you out, but that's I agree with you, man. 100%. Maybe maybe if we looked at it in the way that you were speaking of, we'll have a whole lot more successful people. What's up, staff? What's up, staff, man? Like I was saying in the comments, Stafford used to be at Walker all the time, dude. And we had the honor of like witnessing his greatness whenever he had the opportunity to come, to the band whenever he wasn't traveling. He'd get on the horn, play with us, you dig, and come in and critique and give us some pointers on what we were doing. Yeah, so I got to witness Mr. Stafford in person, real time, pretty much every day, you dig. So, man,
I didn't know that, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. Darrell, you owe a lot of your greatness to Kennedy. You don't reverence us enough, brother. Stafford is a Kennedy Cougar. It's not you are irreverent dude. You wrong for that, man. You got Stafford. You got Will.
Man,
Yeah, your whole man. Don't get me started.
man, we used to have some great come through Walker, man. You know, Stafford, like you said, Mr. Rawlins. I mean, Doc had come through a couple times. John Summers come through.
Kennedy.
You know,
Who?
we've had a lot of great people come through that band room, and that's why we had such a great, profound ensemble at Walker, because we were taught by the best. So I can attest to the differences between being just a player and a gigger. You know, Mr. Stafford just hop on the horn and start playing. It wasn't nothing as far as like what song we playing, what key to send, whatever it is. I'm just on a horn and sounding like amazing. You know, sounding like you got a cheat horn or something. Like the horn, like is that a horn that you bought that like they play some other shit that you just press the button? Nah, man, that's Mr. Stafford, bro.
Stafford go to playing, and grown men with buku gold teeth in their mouth go to crying. I mean, the people fainting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful thing.
They had class got brass. It's a brass high school brass band competition, and Stafford was around when we first started that. We did, and we won. Of course, we won because we had such great teaching from legends. That's all I'm gonna say about that. About Stafford. At first he was talking shit. One day, look, Stafford said he gonna come up to Southern and crab when I was gonna be crabbing. And I took that shit serious, man. I'm like, I'm finna be crapping with a Grammy Award winner. Like, I took that serious, and I honestly got to Southern and didn't see Stafford. I felt kind of pleased. Like, did I
Boy,
really think he was
Stafford
coming
was
up there
about to
to
get off
grab?
that road.
And like, did I really think he was coming up there to grab? No, man, he really. Now I'm old, I'm like, hell nah. But back my high school days, I was serious. Like we finna have the coldest crab class in the world.
Man, it was what was up. So let's get to our ignorant band shit. Robin, can we start by you post? I mean, Robin is not a real person, but can we start with you posting that listing? We want everybody to take a look at this, and then we're gonna have a conversation about what it is we about to see. This
Yeah.
listing of band rankings. Uh, y'all take a gander at this as soon as we can get it up.
Robin. Robin
Cause
don't
cause
exist.
Robin Hood. When we yeah, I, let's pull it up and then
There was a ranking for HBCU bands, and it's been getting a lot of heat. It's been getting a lot of heat, for the rankings and where they got people placed at and stuff. So we want to go ahead and go over that. Since when did we
yeah.
have the ESPN rating? Been around for years, no one cared. Hey, look, I care
Let's see
about
if
it
we can.
because they should rank it the right way. So they got
Let's who we got number one.
but Florida A&M number one.
Florida A&M is number one. Okay.
All right, they got Bethune Cookman is number two. The list went away, but I seen Bethune on that
Bethune
list.
Cookman is number
Bethune
two.
Cookman is number two. We could just go ahead and
Okay, I got the list. Southern is number three.
yeah,
Jackson
I got
State number four. Alabama State number five. Uh, let me see. North Carolina A&T. Uh, let me say
wait.
something.
Now, Joe, I'm gonna just say this about this. You say that's their opinion. Now, I had an opinion, and I was crucified for it. This is obviously it's their opinion. You're right. What you gonna say, man?
No, it's not their opinion. That's bullshit. It's ain't no opinions. Let me tell you something, man. They made this list with their ass. Hampton is in the top 10. Hampton is in the top 10. Um,
All right, Joe.
Demon D, I love Florida A&M, brother. Y'all not the best band this year, brother.
Yeah.
Like, come on, seriously, Demon D. I'm sorry, that's what we call Demond because he's so cold on T drum. We call him Demon D. Demon D. You really telling me you think y'all the best band this year? You think Cookman is number 2? Tell me that. Like, I'm honest about these things. You think I mean y'all the
I mean, they got Tennessee State on here number 9.
where's Kentucky State?
That's what I was about to say. Where is Kentucky State? You got Norfolk number 3, and they're better than Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman by far. You know, they are. It's not even. I ain't gonna say it's not close, but they are better than Bethune. I'm not even talking about Southern. They're not better than Norfolk. They're not
If
better
North
than
Carolina A&T shouldn't be,
A&T.
they shouldn't be in the top. I'm struggling. They should be closer to the bottom of the top 10 if they're gonna be in there, but I don't think they should be in the top 10.
Hampton. What? I haven't heard nothing from Hampton yet, but I know
I heard it. I heard it.
Are they top 10? Are they even top 20 worthy?
I mean, so that's what I'm saying. Everybody shouldn't have an opinion about marching band. This is stupid. It's pointless. It's going. It's a list of idiocy. I'm looking at it. Honestly, I'm fine with GSU being fourth.
Jackson State. Now you said A&T should be on this list. A&T
I'm
should be
fine
on
with.
this list.
Now let me say this. Alabama State should probably be higher than Jackson State.
Based on what we've seen so far, what you're saying.
Yes, based on what I saw so far, Alabama State should be high. No, sir. North Carolina A&T, stop it, brother. No, brother Joe. No.
NCAT should be in the top 5.
No, indeed.
NCAT, let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
Because of As We Lay, we still on that?
No. Not just because of As We Lay. Them dudes, they sound good. They have a good sound.
They sound okay.
And they touch the field really well. And that's what I look at when I look at it in 3 ways. They sound good, they have a good sound, and then they hit the field and they do it well. You know, NCAT do all those things well. Top 5. I think you got Southern, you got Norfolk, you got let me see.
Kentucky State.
Kentucky number 3.
Better than look, Kentucky State better than North Carolina A&T. They got North Carolina A&T is nowhere in the top 8.
Right, well, look. I haven't seen Kentucky State on the field. I've heard the music, you know, in the stands. So I've seen A&T on the field and in the stand. So I would go. My top 10 would be Southern, Norfolk. I would say Alabama State right now. North Carolina, Jackson State, number 4. A&T, number 5. Grambling, number 6.
So you put
Kentucky State. I'm sorry. Kentucky
you put A&T. You put A&T above Tennessee State.
Man, Tennessee State has been. They have come out every week and copy, like somebody said this, copied and pasted the music every week.
It don't matter. They sound better than it. It don't.
I don't think this. I think A&T and Tennessee State, they got about this. As far as sounding good, they're almost the same to me.
Okay, and by the same, they sound better than whatchamacallit. Wait, it was somebody said something. Kentucky State. No, Donald. I wasn't saying Kentucky State is number 3, but I definitely wasn't saying that. I was saying they better than. I was just naming the bands. I think better than
North Carolina A&T.
Who better than them?
No, that's what you were saying, right? You saying
Yeah,
you saying
I'm
Kentucky
gonna
State
tell you
better than
something,
A&T?
man. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all got to start doing. If you got a collegiate band, they got to get on a movie like Drumline and win because that has been very beneficial for North Carolina A&T. Like
Man,
people can't get that shit out of their minds. They winners and Nick
man,
Cannon and girls was cheering and crying. They can't get that shit out of their mind.
bro, A&T really sound. They really like that, bro. I've always doubted them until I heard him in person, and I've been watching ever since. And one your boy from Jackson State, he put me on A&T. Forget his name, right? It's not coming to me, but A&T is really like that. So I was like I said, A&T is top 5. Kentucky State is number 6. Uh, what I messed up? Grambling number 7. Uh, Tennessee State number 8. Number 9. Number 9. Texas Southern. No, never mind. Number 9, man. Texas Southern is in top 10, I guess. Top number 9. I haven't heard of Alabama. Have you heard A&M this year?
I did.
What they looking
I
like?
mean, I did. I did.
I don't know how to do 9 and 10. Because
Cedric,
we
you
really
just
haven't
said
gotten to
Pine Bluff was all of that.
they haven't gotten to like the band world. But if I had to go right now, I would have to go A&M, and then I would go Texas Southern.
A&M and then Texas Southern.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Uh,
And
what Dolan just said. I'm telling you that shit. People can't get the people can't get that shit out of their minds. That whatchamacallit them one drum line, man. I'm telling you, buddy, they not all of that. I mean,
nah, man, I can't say it's drumline. It's A&T, like North Carolina A&T. They sound amazing.
they sound
and
okay.
and they hit that field and they do it with precision. So
They
I
do.
gotta rank them
They
above a lot of these bands that sound okay, and then they touch the field and they all right. You know, I'm looking for when I'm looking for my top bands, they sound good. They have a great sound. When I'm saying they got quality sound, they have a great sound as far as the volume, and then they also hit the field.
hey Cooley, who what school did Nick Cannon march for them
Well,
in
he's
drumline?
saying that was Southwest DeKalb, really, but they that was North Carolina A&T.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you
So you
I'm
saying the
telling you what
publicity?
I'm telling you what the masses think. The masses can't get out of their mind Dr. Lee, and the masses probably think that Morris Brown is the devil, and the band director is an evil son of a bitch. That's what. Yeah, I'm with y'all on that. I ain't no arguments here, but yeah, no, but I'm telling you what the
What's up,
masses
dude?
think.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, so that's the issue they having, man, is because there's no way, like no indeed. Dog, Bethune Cookman is number 2.
But don't
Yeah,
cook
that
me.
movie.
They don't do nothing for me.
Yeah,
And
not me.
Fam, you ain't doing nothing for me either.
Boy, let me tell you something, Robin. They don't just drill like y'all. They about to real life. They about to steal y'all school colors. Like they Robin, they about to boy, look, I was like, this is cheesy.
They're gonna say we
What
hold,
what
we hold.
yeah. Boy, they I mean, they shit. I couldn't believe it. They whole everything done changed. I mean, I noticed they was changing slowly to be North Carolina, to be Norfolk, but this last time it was this year was just too drastic. You know what I mean? It was like bam, it's in your face. I wasn't ready for it.
I think
But
the
now
band that I think everybody's sleeping on is Gremlin.
Grambling do
Grambling
sound good.
is coming and they coming up that back poach and they gonna smack somebody and it's gonna be real and everybody gonna be surprised. But I've been naming Grambling for the last couple weeks.
Say on the slick Gremlin, I'm just talking about the way they sound. I ain't even talking about field shit right now. Gremlin probably in my top five. Just the way they sound.
Yeah.
Boy, Gremlin is come. Say, I'm
They,
not
they,
gonna
they
lie to
both
you.
coming.
The Battle of the Bands could be very interesting this year. They could be interesting.
Yeah, it could be, but the one thing about Grambling is always gonna be Grambling. When it comes, bro, you've said this before, bro. You can get in there, you can fight until you stand in the ring with Tyson Fury. You dig? And he's sending them down haymakers.
You know what the route is? We can tell it's an age gap between me and you because I grew up in the age of Mike Tyson. I don't.
Yeah, but I wanted to say I could have said Mike Tyson. I could have said
But
Roy
you
Jones Jr.
wasn't around then.
I could have
Yeah,
said
but it's
Muhammad. I could have said all
oh
them
my
people, but
god.
I wanted to say something because they got a fight coming up with Tyson Fury, and I wanted to bring that up.
Oh my God, Darrell. He's so
They,
young,
but
but I love it.
they get in a battle though and start playing like I left home to be with my side piece. Them people don't want to hear that shit. You can play it at the game, but that's what they do.
I hope they don't bring that type shit to the Battle of the Bands. If they don't do that, then they're gonna be alright. But I'm being real with you. The, Gremlin could really come and muddy the water against a few of the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
So far this year, when they play Jackson State,
Let me see.
can
I tell
somebody
you.
please look up when Gremlin played Jackson State? Because that could be tricky. I'm telling
Hey,
you, so far this year, from what I done heard, that could be kind of a trip. Now Jackson State gonna come in. Jackson State gonna do them, but Patterson used to have song for song instead of all these. Yeah. Well, Rashawn, it's your school fault. Your school be trying to debo all of the battle of the bands. It ain't that it's a mix. They play one song and then just they play another one. I mean, that's your school that do that. Y'all,
I mean, it's about how you. Yeah, I didn't see a game for this year. For them too. But it's about how you start a battle, man. When you go in that battle, you got to punch first. And when you punch the shit out of somebody, everybody say "ooh," and that's all they remember.
bro.
So
But you can tell when Southern think a band weak. You can tell when Jackson State too. You can tell when some bands. You can tell when they think a band weak because they just shit. It's their time to play. Ah, fuck all that. Let them play shit. Cut them off, boy. I remember one year. I don't know why Clark brought that band to Southern that one year, a few years. I think it was like 2000. Yeah, they
I was
brought.
in the
It's
band.
like I was like, why did they bring? And then Southern just stopped letting them play. I'm like, but why did they bring? And Jackson State did that to Valley one year too.
I
Y'all did
mean,
it to Valley one year too. But they're like, I would have left that band at home.
bro,
They chartered a bus for that.
them dudes, bro. After the game, them dudes, the tuba players, stood on side the band room, faced the wall, the bricks, and started playing fanfares. So they obviously thought they were doing something. Like they were not satisfied with the ass kicking that they had got during the game, to where they after the game was still playing towards the band room, still like basically trying to get us to hear them. And like we Wayne was out sexing Wayne looking at us like I'm like, man, let's go. Let's kill these dudes. Wayne like, man, no, bro, like some children out there.
Nah, I'm not gonna be able to make it to Jackson. I wanted to go though. I'm gonna have to work.
I'm trying to go to everything. Like,
I'm
I'm
glad to
definitely
have
trying to
Bam
be in.
back.
I'm definitely trying to be at that Texas Southern game for sure.
What's happening with you, brother Johnny? How you making out, man?
What's up, John?
Man, what's up, man? Say, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I really forgot it was third dealing when this is the first time doing the show back in the building, and I really truly, I really want to say I'm sorry that man. I really kind of forgot we had the show today because I was just so in a different mindset today.
It's cool,
What
dog.
my what mindset you was in, man?
Man, after school bus driver kind of made me mad. I'm telling her go ahead because got to get these kids home, and she fussing about what kid ain't supposed to be on her bus. Man, take the kid home. You know what I'm saying? It's dark out here. If
Yeah,
you stay around where you
Man,
take them home.
yeah,
yeah, that's them. I'm trying to see what I can say. You know what, man? Some people love their job, and then some people just need a job, and you can tell the ones that love it because they do it like they got a heart.
yeah.
At a certain point, it don't matter what fucking bus the child belong on. It's a child.
Bro, I
Yeah,
wanna but I
and
also
he
I
got to
wanna
get home, knowing the city that you stay in and everything that's taking place. Get these
say,
kids
bro, y'all
home.
still can see me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
Hey bro, I just wanna also send a huge shout out to two band programs, man. Shout out to Dolores T. Aaron. Hold up. Shout out to Dolores T. Aaron, shout out to Arthur Ashe. Say bro, if people don't know dog, like this has been one of the most trying years, boy. So for those who don't know, right now we couldn't practice as far as with our musicians because we have from the start we have mold, so we have to get all that stuff tested, to make sure everything is okay. So I got word today that we was not gonna be able to practice. I'm not in a sense we're not gonna get word to the condition of the mold until next Wednesday. So
damn.
even if I was to get the horns clean, I can't get the horns clean. I can't touch the horns until the inspection and all that shit is clear. So until so once I did, if they said they cleared on Wednesday, then I could go ahead and get them clean and everything, get them sanitized. But just say if they don't clean them, so I still in a fucking deep spot.
yeah.
So you talking about next Wednesday? So just say if I did get them clean next Wednesday, that nigga behind me, they behind us. Um, just say if I did get it clean next Wednesday, I probably ain't gonna have them till October, whatever that is, October 7th week. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to those guys for letting me borrow some of the instruments, man. That's I really, really, really respect them for that, man.
Johnny,
But
you see this comment?
what they saying?
It said Clarence Smith Jr. said, Johnny, that mold issue may help out with the uniform issue. Hit me up.
Yeah, but
So
yeah,
hit
it
him up.
might, but it didn't really affect the uniform too much. It didn't
Yeah,
affect the uniform. It depends. It depends on what they say. You know what I'm saying? So but it's just like when you take 2 steps forward, always try to bring it back. So like I said, it's been one of the one of the toughest years. You know, people don't be
right.
understanding some of the issues you go through. And on top of that, being don't never make no excuse because we still gonna be good. We straight. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to deal with the issue after issues, and that's not just me, man. They got other band members that's dealing with certain other issues like that. And I think a lot of the band heads world, you want a product to be perfect, and sometimes situations really be the touring thing.
Nah, man. We know y'all fighting though. We
Yeah.
know y'all. We know y'all
Uh,
fighting, man. And huge shout out to them schools, man. We gotta blow them. We gotta blow that kind of stuff up.
Facts.
right.
Hopefully
And
everything
it's like
goes straight with
I
them
was gonna be,
horns.
I was gonna be hard headed and be like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna just get them bitches clean. But then you talking about a whole different type of issue. If one of them kids gets sick, then it's like a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta really just be patient with this stuff. But shout out to those schools, man. And let me say this: those are the schools I reached out to. I didn't reach to out to because I knew some schools have they started pressing and everything. But I'm more than sure that I'm more than sure that anybody that I would have asked, they would have let me what it, borrow instrument. Maybe like one or two, three people probably wouldn't have said no. But Matt, that's what you be talking about, huh? That's what you be talking about.
You know what, bro? What I be talking about is in general, you can't do right, Johnny. You can't do right, bro. I mean, you start off so good, and then you gotta always you the most give a good bucket of milk and kick it over this dude I ever met. But Johnny Johnny will talk real good for about 20 minutes and say two sentences and throw it all out the window because that's the kind of dude he is.
But hey,
Hey, shout out to everybody that's out here giving some stars, man. We really appreciate it. Anything that y'all give, man, is definitely appreciated.
So and also like I don't want to put it, but Douglas school, those people can't even go in their school. So what I'm saying.
Why they can't go in this school? What's going on?
The schools they got a lot of window damage.
Damn.
A lot of window damage. And they got other band that I didn't get permission to say this stuff on here, so I'm not gonna like really say that. Some other band directors dealing with some stuff. They got some, especially like in Jefferson Parish, like some of those band directors really not starting back at school till like mid-October. So,
damn.
So yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all boys stay strong. Y'all ain't got no choice but to keep fighting. So, it is what it is. We gotta keep pushing it, and hopefully everything goes good. Wednesday with the instruments, and then it's for everybody else too. Whatever y'all going through, hopefully everything goes good with that.
Hey, what y'all was talking about, man?
So we was talking about the band rankings that came out, and it had a lot of people had a couple issues with it because it was all out of order, and they had bands on there that shouldn't be on there, and they had bands not on there that should be on there. So they had FAMU #1, Bethune-Cookman #2, Southern #3, Jackson #4, Norfolk #5, something like that, in that kind of order. So we was talking about that. We was talking about the.
Can I say my opinion on that?
Yeah.
So obviously that person's a MEAC person.
Yeah.
And if that's their opinion, dog, I'm getting to the point where if that's what somebody believe, I ain't about to like. It's so much craziness. So if that's what if you don't believe this band #1 and y'all like, that's what you believe. I mean, I like the MEAC bands, but I'm over swag, and that's the type of song I like. So if that's the type, that's right also your upbringing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what school y'all talking about? What school y'all talking about?
Huh?
Rank higher.
It said,
who that is?
It said, "What's up? We ranked higher than y'all. So, what school you talking about ranked higher than what school?"
But I want to ask you this. I want to ask a person this. Whoever like, if a person thinks fam #1, like when you think about band, like what are you what are you like? What is your like? Because everybody's opinion on band is so different. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like improvisation and heavy articulation and chord like strong chord structures with passing chords. Everybody don't like that. Some people like
music.
Yeah, like some people don't like, but I just want to know, because when you put fam #1, I be really want to know people. Like, I want them to really explain to me, like, why would you say? Because I do think fam sound good. I just don't think they play with no soul. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So, like, it does.
They ain't got no attention.
Playing with, like, how can a person play jazz without soul? Well, I'm passing right here, huh?
Yes. Kenny G, he plays jazz with no soul.
His tone is nice though.
His tone is great, but most jazz musicians are insulted when you call Kenny G a jazz musician. But let me say this. And Stafford, you know I'm telling the truth. Don't nobody want.
Man, small
Man,
finger.
If you want
Small
that
finger.
pizza,
Come
dog, you can
on now.
take it.
I got this chick convinced me one time to go to a Kenny G concert,
Bro, you need
and we
you
never
need
went out again. And she was fine too, but we never went nowhere ever again. Um, yeah, I was like, I can't believe I wasted my night. But let me say this: my only issue with the MEAC bands is I don't want to play a song and then the whole time we playing the song, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Like that's my
Yeah.
thing. I mean, the whole damn time you gotta keep doing that, or just we're gonna just sway from side to side over and over again, and then we're gonna do some dance move, and then when we come to the climax of the song, we back to this shit. We right on back. We you know what I mean? Like for me, you can give them a little bit of that on a tuba breakdown, but then after that, get up and play like a man, man. Don't keep with all of that shit. You know what I mean? I don't. That's the thing. Now, again, it's a matter of preference and opinion. But I mean, do you know how much of a work? Like, just stand up and play the damn song.
Yeah.
Don't move. Nothing. Don't move. Stand up. When I see them bands, and you can tell they practice it. But can you imagine it's 10 o'clock at night and the band director said, run it back. You like, fuck, I gotta, fuck. we back at it. I mean, at what point is it too much? So that's my only thing with some of the MEAC bands
Yeah.
is yeah. That I mean,
But they even
what
do
do
it on
y'all
their
think
field
about that
shows, bro.
shit?
Like they even do it on the field. Like it's not even just in the stands. They get on the field and they go out and they do they go ahead and get into their formation, and then they just dance. Like I
Who you
seen a
talking about,
band, they
fam?
made a skate.
You talking about
They
fam?
made a skate on the field at the battle of the band, and then they just stood there in the skate the whole fucking time and
You talking
danced.
about fam? Who you
They
talking
talking about
about?
Fam, Bethune,
So hold up.
both
Let
them
me say this
bands.
about fam field shows. See, all right, this is where I'm different on this. I feel as though, like, fam, the way their shows are presented, it's not presented for them to be marching high like that. If that makes sense. They
Yeah,
wanna.
I get
I
it.
mean, like that field show they did with that basketball dunking. That shit was nice.
Yeah,
That's fire. That's
That was
fire.
nice.
That's fire. But it's too
So
much. It's too much shaking and shit. You know what I mean?
did it really? I just saw that, but I really was.
I'm not
Saying
talking
like,
about that. I'm talking about what do you think when you see them in the stands and they won't keep still?
but I mean, I'm not. I don't care about the best. I mean, we say field. Darrell said field show.
no, I wasn't speaking on particular. I wasn't speaking on Fam. There was a particular band though that got on the field. I think it was Bethune. They made a skate on the field and then they stood there
I,
and they
say, bro,
danced with the
bro, I
skate.
really want to say something, but I don't want to get my. I won't get my boy. Dog, you know I know somebody that got put off the field because they didn't want to dance like that.
Yes, Southern?
No, say I know somebody that know one of those universities y'all talking about. Like they really didn't want. So they say they wasn't doing the hand motion correctly, so they took them off the field. like real shit. Like because they was playing a song while dancing, and then they didn't do something like everybody else. So the
Johnny,
man got back.
was you a part of the one of you? Well, you had to be. You played saxophone, so you did that. I actually
I hated
enjoyed the
that shit.
dance routines.
And let me say this: I'm about to be like an old head. Southern woodwinds do entirely too much now. Entirely too much. Like we was like, I hated that
They
shit
they
when we
be
had to do
cutting
that
up.
next shit. I hated that shit when we had to do that next shit. Like I wasn't,
Why?
cause down don't want dog. That shit, I ain't want to do that, dog.
I actually enjoyed doing the dance routine on the field because normally two
No, I'm
players
not saying a dance
we
routine on the
we we
field.
stand there and play all day. We don't never
No,
get to do none of the fun shit. Like one thing when I was in high school, I always wanted to play trumpet or trombone some shit, just so I could be like whenever we play that last note before the two break, just so I could be like, "What's up?" Or like, "What's up?" I could be talking shit, but
Yeah, but you get to raise your horn up like this.
yeah, but the rest of the band playing, and nobody paying attention to us like this. Everybody else
Yes, there is. I'll be
like,
paying attention. I'm glad we talked about this so I can tell you I care.
okay, all right, I appreciate it.
Nah, I give a
But
damn.
I always wanted to be that nigga like that. We played that last one. I'm like,
I
what's
saw
that?
this. It's this certain drum major. Now I'm not talking about nobody at Jackson State, but that's as far as I'm gonna go with identifying who I'm talking about.
hold
But
up.
it's a what?
What, man? Why you stop?
Oh, you say hold on. Okay, it's a certain drum major at a certain school that was like had to do this move on the sideline, and like the tape went viral, and the baby from New Orleans, and like I could see on her face, I'm like, that baby don't want to do this shit.
Oh,
You know that?
Alcorn.
Don't say nothing. Don't you say nothing. Don't say nothing. I hate you. Why? Don't say nothing. But I can look in that baby eyes and see
Oh,
that don't that baby was like,
Can I say?
I was
Can I
like,
say
and they gonna just don't fucking do it, Darrell. But I'm like, they gonna just keep making this baby do this shit over and over. Like they never gonna let us stop. And you could, it was a part of the thing, and she just on the sideline, and she got to do it. You got to do it. It's
It
your
was not
job.
Alcorn, by the way. It was not Alcorn.
Okay, good. Let's. We don't need to get into calling names.
Uh,
hey, what is our new production person name? God,
Heather.
Heather. Yeah.
Heather. So look. They all right. Since Robin wants to know the name, it was at Miles College, and
Oh, I
the,
thought you were
the
talking about. I really thought you were talking about another school, but
is it?
I'm talking about
Wait,
another school.
is it?
And,
Wait,
and
is it?
listen,
Wait, no.
no,
Matt.
no, listen. We're gonna talk about it off the show.
Did the drum major go to
We're not talking about it because it's gonna be easy to figure out. We're gonna talk about it off the show.
uh
Listen, at the end of the day, I could look in that baby eyes and see she was tortured.
it was a
I could
girl.
see
We're on the same page.
I
They
could
were purple
I
and
could
gold.
see I could look at that baby and see when they put that shit to a vote that was gonna be the move. She was like, "Come on, bro, for real, we gonna do it. How long we gonna do it? We gonna keep doing it." And
hey,
then the band director brought the band back in, and we got to get back down there and do it. Come on, fuck! You
hey,
can see that's how that baby felt.
Rashad, real stuff, dude. I saw you what you put. If I would have had to play saxophone in the band in 2021, I would be devastated. I would be like they wouldn't definitely like me. Like they definitely wouldn't like me.
You would have had to get sections so you could stop it.
I wouldn't even have to have section.
You would have had to get sections. We're not doing that. Like if I'm sectioned, I tell you what to do. So we're not doing that.
Shit. Nah, not them ones. I saw up there.
Hey,
Not
but look,
them him down
we
players.
everybody been talking about the Kentucky State Tennessee State battle from this past weekend, and they got some different opinions about it. And I think we're gonna go over the battle and give our opinion on what happened and who we think won the battle. So if Robin, if you got the video queued up, we can go ahead and do that.
Boy, best intros in the game.
Yes, sir.
Best intros in the game by a mile.
I ain't put that was round.
Round one. Somebody put in this a very legit comment,
What?
and I guess he went to FAMU.
What?
He said, "Y'all talking about us, but when Tennessee State is boring as hell with a good sound."
I enjoyed Tennessee State. I don't think that was well. I enjoyed Tennessee State. I thought both bands sounded excellent, but my comment is for Kentucky State. That goddamn fantastic void sound just like the song.
Thank
Yes,
you.
it
I've
did.
been saying that. Everything they play sounds
They
just like
played the shit out of that.
everything they play sounds just like the song.
Bruh,
Yeah,
they played the shit out that fantastic voyage.
they did play. They got round one to me first off. I think
That's what I be trying to
I
tell
think
people, dog.
the
I be
middle
like,
piece of that Tennessee State song was you lost me. They started off good. They lost me in the middle, and then they ended, on a decent level. So I got to get that first round to me to Kentucky State.
bro.
I struggle with giving that round to anybody because I'm not exactly sure what song Tennessee State was playing. Like, I'm not saying that it's not identifiable. I'm just not certain I heard the song and it's not coming up in my mental lexicon of songs I know. But so I don't have it. What Johnny?
I like when you use those words, Matt.
Are you crazy, man? But I don't have a reference point for the song. I'm assuming they executed it well because they didn't sound bad at all. Like they but I just don't know the song. But I can tell you for a fact Kentucky State played the shit out that song. They played Maybach Music 3. Okay, I'm gonna have to go listen to the song, Cooley.
Yeah, they played it in this fifth, Cooley.
He said they just that I think he said that's the song they just played. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
listen to the real song because I don't have a reference point. But whatever the hell they played, I think they sound good. If we're going about
yeah.
this quality of sound, it was probably about what and what, both bands. But I just don't know what song they played.
The reason Kentucky State get it is because they sounded good. The song was very much identifiable, and then they kept you through the whole song. You listen to the whole thing. At one point, Tennessee State, I stopped listening, and then
Say,
I heard something and I started back listening.
so can we go back to something Matt said? And this is where I'm about to, bro. Kentucky State played a song just like it's on the radio. Dog, that separates so many bands, dog. And if we want, I don't want to talk about other bands, but a lot of bands don't. There's only certain bands that do that. I hate when bands play songs that's choppy and the vocalist not singing like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I think that's when we talk about. Well, I'll just say that's when we talk about that's the one thing I think fam is missing. Is when they play the song, they don't play the song like that. All the articulation that is in the song.
Yeah.
Pine Bluff has that issue as well.
A lot of bands really have that issue. I mean, that's something I'm working on as a band director too. I don't want you to think that just I'm saying that too. That's something that I'm trying to work on. Making that song, making my band play just like that song.
Grambling had that issue too before Miss Roebuck took over. They had that issue of just playing everything super staccato. Um, but yeah, man, that was my thing with Kentucky State. I'm sorry, we just going on and on about that, but Kentucky State played that. I mean, I just played that song. They played it just like the song. That's dope. Anyway, my bad. Okay, Robert, you got it, Mom. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, Heather. You got it. Y'all may want to comment first because I'm promising I'm gonna mess up everything. So y'all go first.
The bad thing is we always just like in our own zone just now because man, look, Kentucky State came prepared and ready to dance, and Tennessee State didn't come ready to dance. Everybody's saying it in the comments. They were very predictable, and the comebacks for the songs that Kentucky State was playing wasn't right. Like when one thing that and we said we wasn't gonna bring up Southern. One thing Southern do is when you battle them, you better come right because we know how to respond. But Tennessee State, it's like they was like, we just gonna play this because it sounds better. But it wasn't a good response. I mean, like Kentucky State was over there eating, and I'm talking about eating with a smaller band. But they sounded way bigger than what they was, and they sounded good, and their arrangements was good. Man, Tennessee State. I mean, not Tennessee State. Kentucky State got this.
I know Matt wants to go live. So, okay, let's talk about okay. This is why I think video spells because back in the days, back in the days, we really didn't know what we were gonna play week for week, and but so from Kentucky State, I'm a fan of Kentucky State, but let me say this: I didn't hear them play Track Star like 2 other times, and I didn't like the way they played it this time. You feel me? So Tennessee State is
Them
not.
tubers is killing.
Tennessee State is not bad, but it's just like I don't know what these like when you battle, like you're supposed to bring some kind of excitement to the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does. Like, do you want to watch a fight that's nobody swinging punches? Just one person swinging punches and nobody swinging punches? No.
If I don't like the person that's getting punched, yeah, I don't mind.
So I think Tennessee just don't have that wow factor. Let me say that. Go ahead, man.
They're like a scared person. They just gonna keep getting punched on.
I think we being a little hard on Tennessee State. Sometimes,
No, we're not.
Sometimes, sometimes you have two. Sometimes you have one band that's fire, and one band that's shitwater, and then sometimes you have one band that's better than the other one, but the other one sound good too. Um, I'm thinking of one particular band when we saw Reed, and we got them, but man, they sounded damn good. Like we was just the better band that day. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that one.
Yeah, to be like right. I think that's what they better thinking. We're gonna keep playing this shit
until 97, 98 is what I'm thinking about. But that's the thing is my junior year. But that's the thing is Tennessee. I mean, like I'm looking at the comments, and the comments are like Tennessee State sound bad. No, they don't. But Tennessee, but Kentucky State just sound a little better. Again, they played the goddamn Marvin Gaye just like the song. Dog, these are songs I done played in the last 7 days.
Yeah,
that song is undefeated, bro.
I mean but Tennessee State didn't sound bad playing "Stranger in My Heart." And if they'd have been playing almost any other school, they'd have been busting their ass. I'm not talking. I don't care about no predictability. I ain't see the. I ain't on that. But if they'd have been playing most other schools, honestly, they'd have been way better. It's just Man, Kentucky State, man, they're in their bag right now. But nah, man, the comments are like they sound bad, and that part is like I'm reading them. That part is confusing to me. They don't sound bad at all.
And I think that's where a lot of people get when you say band sound. No, they don't sound bad. It just
No,
not
they don't
winning a
sound bad at
battle.
all.
They're not winning a battle.
I was listening. When I remember when Eric French was on the show when y'all was talking about your battle with Carver, and I don't mind nobody saying you think this band won or you think that band won. But when your opinion is like, yeah, man, this band won and that band was sad. Well, now we going too far. No, both of them sounded good. Pick the one you think won, but one of them said like so that's a trap. I think band heads get in. Like people comparing Michael Jordan and LeBron. Neither one of them ain't sad. Pick the one you like, but neither one of them ain't sad. So that's an issue we having. But I think both of them sound good, but it's kind of Kansas State by a long shot so far. I mean
I
Kentucky State.
agree.
My bad.
I agree.
So hold up,
But to me, it's not even
what
close.
do y'all consider a band getting smashed? What is your
Man, when
definition
somebody just
of
when
smash?
somebody sound better than you, quality and sound, and their arrangements are better than yours, and they just outhouse you basically. They respond. They lead and they follow at a good rate. You know that's when a band just demolish you. That's a smash to me.
I don't care about house because, in my opinion, a lot of band heads are not musicians. I've heard
That's
some
true.
shit.
That's true.
I've
That's
heard
what
some
people have to go
shit
on.
bands get cheered along by a crowd of band heads, and the band heads was giddy with excitement. And I promise this band wasn't doing shit. Um, but for me, the reason why I think Kentucky State is smashing them is because they doing a damn good job, and it's just not good enough. I mean, they don't. Kentucky State is doing such a good job and they got the water so muddy right now until people really think. I, I'm not even gonna comment. I'm not looking at the comments, and I'm not gonna comment on none of that. But um, but 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 they got the water so muddy until people really think Tennessee State sound bad. That's how good they sound. And Tennessee State does not sound bad, man. Y'all wigging with that, but yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
can a
What do you
band?
think? What do you think smacking the band down is, John?
So hold on. So I'm gonna ask you this: have you ever saw a band that sounded good, sounded amazing, with no power, got smashed up another band? Oh, that's fumble.
Yeah, yeah,
You saying have I ever seen a band with no power smash a band?
yeah,
With no power, but they
Yeah,
sound good, smash a band.
yeah. I've
yeah.
seen that.
Could you name me that incident?
Yes, I saw, I saw Tennessee State completely undressed Jackson State one year, and I saw Easton gift the full L, and it was for no other reason other than they just sounded 10 times better.
So
And both,
if both bands sound good, all right, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, I feel you.
I mean, like
Hey,
this
look,
was another one of those battles when Jackson State didn't have an answer for nothing Tennessee State played,
I
and everything the battle I'm talking about with Fauché and Easton, everything Easton played just sounded 10 times better than everything the four played. But one band was significant. Both band in both cases, the other band was powerful as shit.
I remember
But Easton played with
personally.
some power.
The foe was trying to peel the purple and gold off the front of their uniforms from across the field.
I
Right.
remember personally, man. We were obviously we were better, the better band. We were more powerful. We sounded good and everything. But we was in Southwest Cat band room, and them people played I Call Your Name, and we were speechless. I kind of consider that one of those moments where, like, I ain't gonna say we took an L, but we definitely felt their presence. You know, like these people are on another level.
But do you think y'all could have? Do you think they could have smashed y'all?
Nah, we would have, because they were more impressed with what we were doing, to where we would have got them out of their character if we would have been battling them. But to them, they didn't know how we felt about it. But when standing in that band room, man, you can see it in everybody's face.
I'm confused, Darrell.
Them people sounded so damn good, you know, and it definitely grabbed attention.
Darrell, you talk so much shit. I wish my Kennedy band could have saw your fucking Walker band. We'd have shitted on y'all. You too fucking cocky. We'd have fucked over y'all.
You know what Darrell just said? Darrell just said, yeah, they could smash us, but then they can't smash us.
No. I didn't say they would smash us. I said that. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Fuck Walker. That's what I said.
I said we would have smashed them because we would have got them out of their character. So we got, hey, see, Rashawn, you don't know this because you attended that piece of shit over there on AP2 row, but them people sounded amazing. They sounded amazing.
They did. They sounded amazing because y'all was the other band in the band room. But let me say this: it's no comparison.
When we was in that band
well, let me don't pull up shit.
Over that too.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I wish to God, Mike, because you too cocky. Every time you talk about fucking Walker, you get a certain air about yourself, and I never have liked it since we've been doing this fucking show. You be like, well, when I went to Walker, we did this, and I don't fuck Walker. I don't give a. Boy, you ain't got no. But I won't get into that. But you all kind of cocky with that Walker shit, and I never have like.
You had a dude named Cooley arranging for y'all.
Well, Cooley wasn't arranging for us at the time, even though Cooley's not a bad arranger.
Cooley is a damn good arranger.
But he wasn't arranging for us at the moment. But we were definitely a very, very well off band, and Kennedy would have had to fill our smoke if we was in that time. So it is what it is. Hey, I didn't go to Walker pre-Katrina. I went to Walker after Katrina. You look up.
We wouldn't have felt shit. We wouldn't have felt shit.
Amazing. We were bringing.
We wouldn't have felt shit.
In the comments. Darrell, where you graduated from Walker?
I graduated 2012.
All right, Matt, 98-99 Kennedy band versus Walker 2011-12 band. Who y'all think?
Well, Matt bands were bigger than ours.
No.
Hey,
no, the bands was good. Let me say this, Johnny. Let me say it because I don't want to stunt. I don't like when people overstate shit. Let me say this: if that Walker band would have been around in the '90s, they'd have definitely been a top 3 band. They would 100%. They'd have been shitting on most of the city. Now, did y'all have a concert band? Because that matters.
Yes, we definitely had a concert band.
Oh no, y'all didn't. Well, y'all out of the top 5. Just that quick. Yeah, just that quick. Y'all out of the top 5. Because I do not think
we had a concert band and a jazz ensemble.
It did.
What kind of concert songs y'all played?
Doc had conducted one of those songs.
We played a lot of concert music every year. Every year we had a Christmas concert and a spring concert, and that was the only way you would get your jacket.
Hold up, dog. Y'all didn't play a lot of concert music. Y'all play new concert music.
Man, look, we played concert music.
Well, y'all the kind of did y'all only play it for graduation? What was it?
No. We had a spring concert. We had a Christmas concert and a spring concert off campus at another site.
No, Demond. Walker did not have a better book than Kennedy in 2000 in 98-99. No, they didn't. No, they did not.
Man,
hey, you know what though? I'm not gonna say that. Walker played a lot of stuff I like. I'm not gonna start. Let me be real with you.
Let me ask you this, man.
That would have been a good ass battle, but the round be talking like they untouchable, and we would have fucking touched y'all. What's up,
bro? You saying that, but that band you was in, people are still playing those songs today. That shit that Walker played, people were not playing at 20
But
inch.
we can't control that. The music of
Walker
today.
Walker played a lot of those songs we played at Kennedy. They played like All I Do. They played Master Blaster. They played a lot of those songs.
System of Survival. We played a lot of music that came. Our band record went to Kennedy. I told
Well,
you,
that's the only reason why y'all shit. That's the only reason why y'all shit.
No. We had other greats like Gregory Robertson in attendance.
But this the thing though, brother. Like honestly, whenever you talk about, and honestly, Johnny do this too. Like Johnny go to talking about a band. Like in 2001, oh Johnny, you get chesty when you talk about A. You do. I'm not saying we would get y'all, but I'm saying, I mean, like he'll say something and then he won't say nothing else. He'll be like, "Well, I bet y'all don't want to talk about Abe 2001," and then you'll be like, "Well, y'all don't want to do that." Like he get a certain way.
It didn't make it better because when we used to go to colleges, and they used to look up to us, whereas we were supposed to be looking up to them, and you know that kind of stuff put a certain kind of pride in you. You know, like we was really the shit. People really used to expect us everywhere we went. We went up to Southern one time, and people was outside waiting for our buses to pull up. We went to Miles.
Hold up, this dude Darrell is exaggerating the shit now.
Wait, so you what? See, Johnny, do you see what I'm talking about now?
We went to Miles.
That's the fuck.
Took over Miles. We went to a lot of these schools, man. That they're college institutions, and they were looking up to us. Like we was like, man,
who the fuck you think you are? Let me tell you something.
Hey, they got a video of us and Miles.
I hate when he talk about Walker. I do. I hate it.
This dude said, "Hold up, dog." Darrell said when they pulled up at Southern on the bus,
hey,
people was
no lie. Hey, look, if I'm lying, I'm lying. We pulled up to Southern in 2010, and I'm talking about people outside waiting like there they go, there they go. Like them boys, you know, like you know how people do Southern. Or
man,
they were Southern. Bro, I swear. Bro, I swear.
This nigga sound like Berg tonight.
Hey, look. You can hate all you want. It is.
I don't believe that shit.
It is what it is.
Robert, mute my mic, Robert. Mute it. I can't reach the button.
No. Niggas in Baton Rouge looking for Walker.
I hear you, brother. Let me tell you something.
You got off the bus like Nick Saban. When Nick
I did.
Boy, Walker got off the bus. The whole crowd said, "Roll Tide." Let me explain.
Well, that's Walker. That's Walker.
Darrell lost his. No, I'm not gonna stunt though, dog. They do have a good band, but I wish we could have sung because Darrell, there's a certain arrogance that comes over you when you speak about the Walker bands, and it makes me uncomfortable, brother.
Hey, you talk about Kennedy with high regards.
Because we were perfection.
We
were perfection.
A great band.
No, we were perfection. We were
a great band. Just like you feel like that Kennedy was, we were definitely a great band.
Kennedy wasn't a great band. Kennedy was perfection. That's what they were.
Well, that's what you said.
But
that's what we were then.
No, that's a fact. That's not. Now, see, some things are not an opinion that we say on this show. Up is up. This is up. Down is down. Kennedy was perfect. That's all the same thing. It's all the same. So that's the thing. But there is a certain. You can tell you were a part of a band that got a lot of W's. I can tell you that much.
Look, man, we had y'all size.
It wasn't about size. It wasn't about size.
If we had y'all size, it would have been even worse. We were like that. and Rollins was on another. He was on a different level than he was. He was more. I ain't gonna say ignorant, but he was more aggressive with us because we were such a good band. And Rashawn on here commenting like we ain't bust their ass year after year after year. And anybody else who was in them streets in them times, we were busting their ass year after year after year.
You know what? One day on this show, if we could next, I've been wanting to do this, but y'all always shoot me down. Can we please review that footage of y'all with them at Tipitina's? Is this still up?
Matt, you don't want to do that, bro. Y'all don't want to do that.
No, I wanna review it. Why we can't review it?
Look, the excuses that they're gonna give you, they're gonna say, "Oh, it was concert season for us." It was like that wasn't the whole band or just stuff like that. Hey.
Leave that comment up. Leave that comment up. Not in my goddamn day. No, sir. Above what? And above who? Above what? We had our manly. I can't say the words that I want to say, but let me say this. We had our manly way with St. Aug in my day. Okay? We knew St. Aug in the biblical sense in my day. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't know what y'all talking about. I can't speak for none of that. I can take, boy, look, it's footage. It's a lot of footage.
Oh.
He asked a couple times. I ain't like the What was that? Not in my day. Listen, I went there. It didn't happen in 92, 93. It's footage. 94, 95. Everybody knows a classic Kennedy band. I'm gonna give St. Aug. When we saw them at the game my junior year, not my junior year, my freshman year, we tore off into their ass. Even the alumni admitted it. When we saw them at that battle at the Orpheus, they got us. All you can hear is our trombones. Big Sam them was there. Too much going on. All the rest of that, tell me another time they got us. I'ma wait. Tell me I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So I don't want to hear of that about no St. Aug. I don't want to hear none of that. Y'all younger than me. Y'all need to ask.
You talking about your years? You talking about your years, Matt? Only your years?
You lying too, Matt. Especially the Olympic. What Olympic years?
That's Olympic year was 96.
95, 96?
Oh, here go Patrick.
Pat. What I don't know what Pat saying.
Pat said 96, 97, and 98 they got shot.
I don't think that he didn't say that. Let me Pat, what are you saying, brother?
Pat just
why we gotta start talking about this?
Pat just had.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the years after 03 get a little iffy because we got a band director from Fauché.
So you saying the only reason why they were sad because he was from Fauché?
Yeah, he was tragic. He was sad.
Hey, look, I'll tell you one thing, Matt. We would have punished Abe for sure.
Say, bro.
Y'all would have punished Abe?
We would have punished the shit out of Abe. Every chance.
We had better readers than y'all.
Hey, you can say all that. We would have punished y'all, and we'd have made y'all start reading more. Y'all don't want to read the Bible and stuff.
I'll tell you this real shit. If we had the same horn quality as y'all, if a lot of bands would have had better horns, it would be even worse back in the day.
Wait, horn quality?
Boy, I'm about to say, did you see my face when you said that? Kennedy had good horns?
No, man. No. I'm saying if we would have had those horns, man.
Wait,
no. Shit, yeah.
We didn't have good horns.
No. The horns y'all had was way better than the horns we had. Trust that.
In our era, yeah, we had.
Bro, I played on horns from y'all era. The horns that I was playing on was before Katrina. Stafford, AG. What horns I was playing on when I was in high school?
Hey, Darrell, let me ask you a question. How would you have ended up with a pre-Katrina horn?
That's what I'm saying.
Man, look, I swear, we had Carver horns. We had Carver tubas.
Wait, so Johnny, y'all had mold in y'all school, and y'all couldn't have them horns, and then They can use horns from fucking Katrina and a night ward.
Hey, Antoine, what horns we played on?
Hold up, dog.
Antoine was in the band. What horns we played on?
Hold
Antoine?
up, dog. Hold up.
Stafford, what Jupiter's, huh? What Carver had?
So
hey,
basically,
what them horns Carver had got?
So hold up, what you basically telling me is, well, Morales was taking on.
Hey, look, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Hey, you can say what you want.
Robin, it's time to cut the show, mama. It's time to cut it.
Hey, you can say what you want. I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. But we didn't play on no great horns.
Everybody had y'all had new Jupiters.
No, we did not have new Jupiters, dude. Them horns wasn't new.
Walker didn't have good horns in 2000.
Michael Moore, you bugging, sir. When we saw y'all at the game 96, 97, y'all saying y'all got it. Ain't nowhere in the world. 95, 96, I wasn't there. I wasn't at that game. 90, no, indeed. You can sip whatever you want, Joe Johnson. 96, 97. Saw y'all at the game.
Man, hold up, man. We let that subject go off too quick. How in the fuck did you end up with a fucking Carver horn in 2012? A pre-Katrina Carver horn in 2012? Darrell? Darrell, unmute yourself.
Darrell, can you hear? How did y'all end up? I don't understand that neither, Johnny. Like them. I mean, didn't Carver get fucked up in Katrina?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Johnny, what was your question?
My question was, how in the hell did you end up with a Carver pre-Katrina tuba?
Hey, look, I don't have nothing to do with that. All I did was went to band practice. You don't. I don't know the
answer. No. Well, let me ask you a question. What condition was your horn in? What was going on? Like,
so my they were. We had to fix valves and stuff. You know, pretty much. All right, like our horns weren't great. We had to flush them out all the time. We had to like the horn, the valve. We had to send them to this guy. This guy always was in the band room fixing the tubes. Half of them, some of them, the valves didn't even go down.
Darrell, listen, you trying to clean it up now, brother. You didn't already say what it was. All right, it's all.
Hold up, bro.
Look, Stafford used to fix half the horns. I mean, they had a guy that used to come and fix the horns pretty much every day.
I ain't the smartest man in the world. But I knew Thurgood Marshall band room probably was on the third floor, so they kind of probably had an instrument. But Carver got fucked up in Katrina.
Hey, look.
So I'm trying to figure out.
You're trying to get something out of me that you're not going to get because I don't know. All I know is.
Well, at this point, we're just wondering out loud. How in the hell is this possible?
Like, we did not have new horns. We played on what was given to us.
So you was given a Carver pre-Katrina antique horn?
Hey, look, no, because they were new before Katrina, so maybe they took them. I don't know, but the band and Mr. Rollins formed this relationship with this guy Yoshi from Japan, and that's when they start really getting new horns from this guy.
We ain't talking about the new horns. We talking about this Carver pre-Katrina.
Robin, we need to cut the show and we need to talk offline because
listen, look at what Stafford.
It's a lot of questions.
I have no clue how, but I'm telling you now. You said something about you said y'all had the horn quality. I'm telling you now, we didn't have the quality of horns you think we had. We were just beast mode like that.
I'm gonna be real with you though.
Let me tell you this.
So you see what Stafford saying? Fauché set all of the instruments outside the school. All of them drums and all of them instruments, they set them right outside the school. If you wanted to get it, you could just come get it. It was Fauché uniforms and everything.
I'm coming, okay?
Hey, bro.
So
this shit don't sound right. I think I need to leave this subject alone.
We need to talk about it offline. Listen, people, it has been a blast being on the show tonight. I love all of y'all. Y'all please be safe. Yeah, before we get off, can we get a like all 23 of these people that's on here? Can y'all please shoot a like right now? Send us a share.
YouTube people that's watching.
Go to our YouTube and subscribe. Send us some stars, man. We trying to do big things with this thing. We appreciate y'all always hanging in there with us. Please don't still be on here right now and not shoot us a love, a like, please. It goes far. It don't cost you nothing. It's just real quick. Just send us a quick like, man. We appreciate and love all of y'all. Y'all come spend y'all Thursday nights with us. Absolutely. It's all love.
New Jack City.
Next week, I'm first and foremost, I'm really disappointed that the high school bands are not getting to practice because I was looking forward to seeing some high school battles. But I see the loves and the likes. I appreciate that. I was looking forward to seeing some high school battles, but I think it's time that we go review some footage from some older high school bands because in general it's a lot of cockiness, right? So I think we should go look for some.
You want to look at Walker videos? I mean,
no. That's not what I'm saying. It's a few schools I want to go. I want to go look at some old St. Aug videos. I want to go look, but yes, Walker definitely. Why not? Johnny feels a certain way about Aberson. I think we need to play some Aberson clips. I think we need to. I want to play some Aberson clips from your senior year.
You can play something. You can find something.
Well, yeah, I want to play some. I want to play. It's some Aberson clips. I saw some battles of y'all at Mardi Gras stuff. I want to play some because it's a lot. I think if a person said their band is good, I think they need to be willing to stand behind the footage. So anyway,
can I say something right quick? I just appreciate everybody continually supporting Crucial Conflict. Also, man, let's send a shout out to Darrell, because my dude played on a pre-Katrina Culver home. Also, I hope this shit does not get out because we not saying no acquisitions or anything like that. We just basically saying that he played on a pre-Katrina home and it was from Culver at Walker. And
well, I just want to say first off, thank you to our.
You just said enough. Viewers. You got people about to be brought up on allegations and everything.
We would have.
You just said a lot already, brother.
With them pre-Katrina Culver horns, just like that, and that's gonna be. Matter of fact, we're gonna do an A video next week, and then we're gonna do a Walker video, and I want to see what you got to say after that. Peace and hair.
I want to do the Abe's videos from when Johnny was in the band though.
Cool. And you can do the video from when I was in the band.
But actually, Abe had Abe horns, and
you don't. Johnny, what exactly are you saying? Are you saying what are you? Let's end the show, Robin. Thank you.
I don't want to say anything else.
Yeah, we don't need to say that. We don't need to say that.